know, when Lorna released the Pain Remains trilogy, it shook the metal community to its core. This three-part saga transcended the typical anger-driven metal anthem, resonating with listeners on a deeper level. When crafting the lyrics, Will Ramos aimed to elicit a spectrum of emotions, delving into themes of sadness and struggle, connecting with those facing hardship. Meanwhile, Adam D'Amico poured his soul into the music, grappling with personal turmoil that nearly led him to abandon the album altogether. Thankfully, perseverance prevailed and the record was completed, accompanied by 3 visually stunning music videos, also conceptualized by Adam. The 20-minute collection tells a poignant story of loss and grief. The response was nothing short of overwhelming as viewers shared their own stories of mental health battles and found solace and connection through the music. The Pain Remains trilogy quickly became a powerful platform for raising awareness and sparking conversations, thanks to the massive efforts of Lorna. Did you know that Herbert, the virtuoso guitarist of All That Remains, was also an avid gamer? When he was younger, Ollie even dreamed of designing video games. As fate would have it, his love for games and music would merge when All That Remains hit song 6 was featured in Guitar Hero 2. Little did they know the impact it would have on their fanbase. Picture fans jamming out at live shows with their Guitar Hero controllers in hand. Ollie faced a new challenge when fans outdid him in his own song on expert mode. Determined not to be surpassed, Ollie dedicated himself to mastering 6, eventually triumphing over the game. But his quest didn't end there. When Rock Band released even more All That Remains tracks, Ollie embraced that challenge as well. For Ollie, it wasn't enough to master the electric guitar, but the plastic guitar as well. With the band's irresistible riffs and solos, who could blame him for wanting to join in on the gaming fun? Now, the songs live on in the gaming zeitgeist as a memory of Ollie's devotion to All That Remains. Did you know that Iron Maiden's iconic mascot, Eddie, had humble beginnings as a papier-mâché mask that hung above the band's stage? While Iron Maiden's music was considered heavy and aggressive for the time, the band members' personalities were a bit more reserved. Recognizing this, their manager suggested they adopt a mascot to embody the spirit of their music. Based on a painting initially intended for a punk band, Derek Riggs was commissioned to expand on Ed the Head and bring Eddie to life. Riggs continued to design a plethora of Eddies for the band's album covers, leaving a mark on Iron Maiden's image. Despite various artists contributing their own renditions in the band's later years, Eddie's impact on fans has never wavered. Today, Eddie exists in countless forms and mediums, from towering mechanical replicas to video game characters. One thing is certain, there will never be a metal mascot as iconic as Eddie is for Iron Maiden. Did you know that In Flames has endured numerous challenges from fans throughout their career? While many bands grapple with evolving their sound or maintaining it, In Flames firmly believes in musical growth, reflecting personal growth. Vocalist Anders Fridén draws inspiration from early metal, when artists were unapologetically themselves and created their own tastes and styles. With each album, In Flames explores different elements of melodic metal, gaining and losing fans along the way. Anders compares the writing for In Flames to the perceived limitations and rules imposed by the metal genre. In Flames is melody and aggression, and that's what we go for. We don't want to write the same album. If you like it, that's awesome. If you don't, sorry, I can't help you. I don't want to be associated with one particular box. I like to be in several. In 2023, the album Foregone served as a testament to their dedication to make metal on their own terms and maintains the ever-evolving influence of In Flames. Did you know Born of Osiris went through several name and style changes? The high school friends started out as Diminished, playing emo-core music with emotional, clean singing and simple breakdowns. They transitioned to Your Heart Engraved, blending metalcore with synths and experimenting with their first rap song. Next up was Rosecrans, named after an Illinois mental institute. They settled into the progressive metalcore sound they'll be known for, while still attempting a few more rap songs. Finally, the band would borrow from the name of an Egyptian deity to form Born of Osiris. Under this new moniker, they signed with Sumerian Records and released the New Rain EP, skyrocketing them to fame. Today, Born of Osiris continues to explore different styles of metal, adding elements of tech, death, gent, and singing into their music, but thankfully no sign of rap since their final name change. Have you ever known them by any of these other names? Or like us, have you only ever known them as Born of Osiris? Did you know Necrophagist spent over 2 painstaking years crafting Epitaph with their debut album, Onset of Putrefaction? They were renowned for their technical prowess. When creating the follow-up album, recording sessions were meticulously overseen and led by guitarist and singer Muhammed Sukmez to match his artistic vision. Christian Muensner recalls recording guitars in a makeshift basement of an old school. Months were dedicated to recording hundreds of takes and punch-ins. Drums were tabbed by Sukmez and recorded by Hannes Grossman in a professional studio. Bass parts were also tabbed out by Christian and Muhammed to be later recorded by Stefan Fimmers. Despite its setbacks, in 2004, Epitaph was unleashed, showcasing intricate riffs, complex rhythms, and blazing solos. It was hailed as a landmark in technical death metal. While the band has been inactive for many years, Epitaph continues to inspire and captivate as fans eagerly hope for the return of Necrophagist.